Hi guys, heading into Cherry today. Unfortunately, the time that I have in between going into Cherry is getting bigger and bigger. Partly because, I don't know, it's been getting repetitive going to Cherry every week. So now I'm trying to leave it like every 3 to 4 weeks. And then I'm just getting busier and busier with stuff outside of cards. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird time at the moment. I think, almost towards the end of the NBA season, a little bit of NBA fatigue for me personally. NFL's over as well. So don't really know what we're going to be trying to find today. Hopefully can find a little bit of mixture of everything, but yeah, let's see what we do find. And before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already. If you want to see more Bargain Box content, let me know down below. Let's do the opposite of what we normally do and start off with the dollar card. So Deontay Foreman, I feel like he's a very slept backup running back in the NFL. Had some good moments whilst playing for the Texans, and I think he was even on the Titans as well last season. Brian Burns recently traded to the New York Giants. $1 for these cards are unparalleled. Don't mind the unparalleled cards, but yeah, I think he's made the Pro Bowl a couple of times, and yeah, the Giants got him. Don't know what the Carolina Panthers are doing. XR Gilded Greats. Love these numbered inserts from XR, especially when they're of legends. I feel like they do move quite easily when it comes to, the eBay store or bargain boxes or even putting them into consignment. Chris Olave, Illusions base, played very well last season for the New Orleans Saints. We have Calvin Benjamin, Spectra numbered. Played a couple of good seasons to start off, and then I'm pretty sure retired relatively early. Not sure if it was because of injury, but him and Cam Newton were solid pairing, and then I think they had a little bit of beef to end off. Earl Thomas, Top Supreme. These cards actually do quite well on the eBay store as well, so pick that one up. Zach Moss, also another player who played quite well again to finish off the season. Don't know where he is at the moment, but red, white, blue, we'll see how that goes. Cole Hardman, I've talked about him before already, but the Super Bowl hero from the Super Bowl where he caught the game-winning touchdown. Was on the Chiefs. Was on the Jets and then back onto the Chiefs. So yeah, crazy story there. Jerry Jeudy, God, I had so much hype on Jerry Jeudy. I thought he was going to be way better than what he is now, but yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. I think he got traded to the Cleveland Browns, so hopefully he can revive his career. He started off so well, but just unfortunately, just hasn't had the greatest career. Ronnie Hillman, unfortunately, passed away, I think a couple of years ago from cancer, so just saw that, and I remember the name, but yeah, dollar, we'll see how that goes. Jawan Jennings nearly was a Super Bowl MVP if the 49ers ended up winning, but yeah, actually would have been crazy if he won the Super Bowl MVP. No one would have picked it. Like, I actually can't see anyone saying like, oh yeah, we're picking the third or the fourth wide receiver to win MVP. Like, it would have, I could see people picking Brendan Ayuk, people picking Deebo Samuel, yeah, but who's going to say Jawan Jennings? So just thought it was a funny one there, and his cards did pop off a little bit during the Super Bowl itself. Another Zach Moss here. This is numbered Gridiron Kings, just an insert from Chronicles. So Gridiron Kings comparable to Court Kings from NBA. Jordan Whitehead, the Shine Parallel from Unparalleled. These are very nice. I don't know if the Shines are short printed or not. Patrick Queen, thought he was going to potentially sign on the Houston Texans, but I can't remember where he signed. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get him. We actually had a pretty good off-season, though, so I'm quite happy with it. Hopefully, we just draft well, and we can build around CJ Stroud and see how we go next season. Tops Air, we have Greg Olsen, the numbered card. Same set of the Tom Brady that I pulled, in the last bargain box video that I did. That was able to get a nice little sale on. John Elway, Silver Select. We have the Immortals from Certified. So again, love numbered inserts from Certified itself. I am finding it hard to find some of those bigger cards that we found earlier on in the Bargain Box series. I think it's just, part of me doing these bargain box videos and showing what you can find. And then you guys have found some absolute, nice cards in there. So that's all part of it, but still trying to find some bangers here as always. Ezekiel Elliott potentially might be returning to the Cowboys. That's quite interesting. Went to the Patriots and then we'll go back to the Cowboys. Christian Watson, the Origins base, here for $1. Also played quite well for the Packers next season, and I think they'll be interesting with Jordan Love again. because he played very, very well. Yeah, I think completely surprised a lot of people, you know, going from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. Before that, you had Brett Favre. So Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. Pretty crazy there. Moving on to some more $1 cards here. Alperen Şengün Emergent. The Prism insert, you know, might return back to the Houston Rockets. I don't think we're going to make it into the play-in. We've lost the last couple games at the time of recording, but we had a nice little win streak. Saw these Haley Deegan, I think it's how you say it, these Prism rookie cards in the miscellaneous box for $1 each. I'm pretty, like, I remember hearing her name in a lot of, like, sports card investor videos back in the day, or whether it was someone else talking about flipping her, but I think the cards are actually valued more than what they are, like more than $1, obviously. So I grabbed like the 8 or 9 of them, and then I'll just see how they go. Couple of contenders, autos. Oh, I'm sorry, moving on to the $5 cards here, but contenders, rookie autos here. Yeah, from the Chiefs, so pick that one up. Next up, a dual jersey from Brandon Whedon. I actually put this one back, but I just thought it was an interesting story with this one because he was like a 28-year-old rookie, got drafted into the first round. But yeah, just imagine being in the first round of the NFL at 28 years old when they're normally drafted at like 23, 24, and even younger than that. But yeah, just looking at the back here, it's funny how it says the actual date the jersey was worn. Nowadays, jerseys aren't even worn at rookie premieres. It just shows how much Panini has changed over the years. Deontay Foreman Obsidian jersey. We have Tua Tagovailoa, the select numbered card. Tua was very interesting last season as well as the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins were just ravaged by injury heading towards the end of the season, but they started off so well, and I think they've got the right coach in place who really cares about Tua himself, so I'm really intrigued to see how they will go next season. Walter Jones out of 25, the XR Hall of Fame, so pick that one up for $5, just being, you know, relatively low numbered. We'll chuck it into the eBay store. Artis Gilmore. I've always felt like Artis Gilmore was sort of slept on as, I mean, you know, a lot of his stats were done in the ABA before he reached the NBA, but just like a 20 and 10 sort of player. So always kind of respected Artis Gilmore, even though, you know, I didn't grow up in his time, but just looking at his stats and that sort of stuff, thought it was really interesting. Harry Kane, we have the Tottenham Prism numbered card. I'm actually going to be heading into the Euros to watch a game in June, so I'm very excited about that. I'm actually not really a soccer fan, so it'll be the first and probably the last soccer game I'll ever watch, and yeah, quite keen to see, you know, two passionate fan bases go at it. And obviously soccer, you know, you've got basketball, you've got AFL, you got rugby, all that sort of stuff. Each sport has their own fan base, and which is really passionate. So I'm really keen to see how soccer will be. We have Donovan Mitchell, the Donruss base card. I just want to see Donovan Mitchell out of Cleveland. I think I want to see Darius Garland play without him. Devin Singletary now on the New York Giants. I was hoping that the Houston Texans would re-sign him, but we ended up getting Joe Mixon, so it's not the worst thing there. But these are the short printed field level silver cards that you'll find in Select. Yeah, just wish the Texans had re-signed him, but, you know, Joe Mixon is not a bad find regardless. Jerome Bettis, this is the classics. This is actually really short print. I think it's out of 35 once I flip it to the back, and yes, it is. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes into the eBay store as well. Next up, Lowry Markkanen, the Emergent Prism Insert Disco. Did put this one back, thought, you know, potential with Lowry playing very well and being emergent, it could be a go. Same with this emergent base from De'Aaron Fox. You know, these inserts aren't really too desirable, but just, you know, just being them, you know, just with them being all-stars, thought, why not? Let's have a look at it. Also put this one back as well. Whenever I see these upper deck sort of draft cards, you just don't know with like how college collectors are, because like a big class like big school like LSU, people might collect that sort of stuff, but yeah, it wasn't worth me picking it up. Bruno Caboclo, just wanted to show this off. You know, what is he, the Giannis light? Or people used to speak, you know, he was 3 years away from being Giannis. I don't know, all this sort of stuff. He actually did play at Houston at one point, so I just thought it was quite funny. Romeo Langford, another one who, you know, people might rue with Miami winning the coin toss to end up taking Tyler Hero, and then Boston ends up taking Romeo Langford. So Tale of two stories there. I think a lot of Boston fans would love Tyler Hero versus Romeo Langford. Well, Romeo Langford's not even there anymore. Kyrie Thomas, he actually had a big game once for Houston, and I remember I was like, I really want to get his cards. And then we ended up releasing him in the off season, so I'm really glad I didn't pay up for them. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Bargain Box video. Shout out to Cherry as always. If you enjoyed the Bargain Box content, leave a like and comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And I'll see you guys all in future videos. Take care.